It's 9:47 p.m. Your book is open, your pen is in your hand, your brain absolutely gone. You told yourself you'd start at 7, then 8. Now it's almost 10 and you're watching random videos, scrolling, switching apps like your life depends on it. And the worst part? You actually care. You're not lazy, you're just tired, unmotivated, over it. So how do you study when you don't feel like it? Not when you're hyped, not when you watched one motivational edit, but when you genuinely don't want to do it. Let's talk about that. Because the problem isn't discipline, it's friction. And once you understand that, everything changes. Here's what most people do when they don't feel like studying. They try to force a 3-hour grind session. That's like trying to sprint when you can barely walk. Your brain sees 3 hours and immediately says, nope, we're scrolling. So instead, we shrink the target so small it feels almost stupid. 5 minutes. That's it. You don't commit to finishing the chapter. You don't commit to understanding everything. You commit to 5 minutes. But here's the rule, and this is important. You're not allowed to do it lazily. For 5 minutes, you go in. Timer on, phone away, one topic, full focus. Now here's the twist nobody tells you. Motivation doesn't come before action. It comes after starting. That's why once you hit minute 3, something shifts. The resistance drops. Your brain settles. You go from, I don't feel like it, to, okay, this isn't that bad. And even if you stop after 5 minutes, you still won because you built identity. You proved you're someone who starts, even when you don't feel like it. And that's powerful. But let's be honest, sometimes even 5 minutes feels heavy. That's when we use the second trick. Change the mode. Most students try to study in one boring format, reading and highlighting. Of course you're tired. That's passive. Instead, switch the energy. Stand up and teach it out loud like you're explaining it to a confused friend. Write messy notes like you're arguing with the textbook. Turn headings into questions and answer them. Engage your brain instead of dragging it. Your focus isn't low because you're dumb. It's low because you're bored. And boredom feels like exhaustion. But we're not done, because sometimes the real reason you don't feel like studying isn't tiredness, it's overwhelm. You look at the syllabus and think, there's no way I'll finish this, so your brain avoids it completely. Here's how we fix that. Don't study chapters, study tiny wins. Instead of biology chapter 4, you say, I'm mastering photosynthesis definition and process. One small target. Clear, specific, finishable. When your brain sees a finish line, it runs. When it sees a mountain, it scrolls. And here's something nobody your age wants to admit. Half the time you're not tired, you're emotionally drained. Comparison, fear of failing, thinking you're behind, seeing other people post study grind stories while you can't even open your book. Creators feel this too. You tell yourself you'll be consistent, you plan content, then the day comes and you don't post, and now you feel guilty, so you avoid it more. It's the same cycle. Avoid, guilt, more avoidance. So we break it differently. Before studying, take 2 minutes and reset your state. Close your eyes, take 5 slow breaths. Ask yourself, what's the next smallest useful action? Not the perfect action, not the full plan, just the next useful move. Maybe it's opening the document. Maybe it's writing one flashcard. Maybe it's solving one question. Small actions builds momentum. Momentum builds confidence. And confidence builds consistency. And consistency beats motivation every time. Now, let's talk about your environment. If your phone is next to you, you're not studying, you're negotiating. Every notification is a temptation. Every vibration is an escape route. So make it harder to quit than to continue. Put your phone in another room, or at least behind you, out of reach, out of sight. This tiny change can double your focus instantly. And here's the micro shift that changes everything. Stop asking, do I feel like studying? Start asking, do I want the result? Because feelings change every hour. Results stay. That exam result, that scholarship, that relief after finishing, that's what you're actually choosing. Not between study and comfort, but between short comfort and long-term confidence. And I know what you're thinking. What if I try this and I still don't feel like it tomorrow? Good. You don't need to feel like it tomorrow. You just need to win today. 1 5-minute start, 1 tiny target, 1 environment upgrade. That's it. Stop trying to become a different person overnight. Become the person who starts even when it's inconvenient. Because the real flex isn't studying when you're motivated, it's studying when you're tired and still showing up anyway. So here's what I want you to do. Tonight, not tomorrow, not next week, set a 5-minute timer, pick 1 tiny topic, remove your phone, start. If you stop after 5 minutes, fine. If you go longer, even better. But prove to yourself that your feelings don't control you. You do. Let's level up 1 small win at a time.